So today is the second shoulder day of my week. My first one is Saturday. Today is Tuesday. And just like my first shoulder day, my priority in development is shoulders, which is why I name it that. Truthfully, it's a chest day, it's a tricep day, otherwise also called a push day. Really, however you name it, doesn't change the exercises you're going to end up doing. But when you're talking to beginners or intermediates, the best way to structure your workouts for push days, chest days, shoulder days, tricep days, whatever it is, any other muscle group for that example, but today I'm basing it off of the workout I did. You want to do your compound movement first that focuses on the muscle group you want to improve the most. The first thing in your priority list should be the first exercise. I'm really trying to develop my shoulders, my upper chest, and then my triceps. So the way that I can prioritize my shoulders and upper chest is by practicing a lot of exercises that are going to be overhead pressing or incline pressing. So I've really been progressing my standing overhead press just based off of some of y'all's comments. You guys wanted to see me work on it. After a couple weeks of practice, I just got under 225 and did 2 reps. Then I went down to a working weight of 185 and did, I believe, 6 reps. Then I followed that up with an incline press, barbell, and there I did 3 sets with 245 pounds. That's 20 more pounds than I had been working with. Last time it was 225. I finally progressed that to sets of 10. So now I'm going to increase the weight and work to progress that to sets of 10 as well. So I have 2 of my compound movements, and then my third compound movement, you can do whatever you want. I'm trying to prioritize chest, a little bit of triceps. So I went with a push-up today. I've wanted to work on improving my ability to do push-ups. So I've started doing those at the end of my pushing exercises, and I do 3 sets to failure. If you wanted to work more on triceps, you could probably work on dips or a close grip bench press. Those would take more focus into the triceps. If you wanted to work more on chest, this would be a great time to put an isolation movement like the flies in. If you want more direct shoulder or tricep exercises, I would put these near the end because they're isolating. If you put them at the beginning of your workout, isolation exercises, that's a pretty advanced technique. I would call that pre-exhausting. And if you're a beginner, just getting good at the basics is going to put so much muscle tissue on you. If you pre-exhausted, it would make it very hard for you to be able to improve your compound movements. So start with your favorite compounds and then slowly work into the isolations. Shoulder width, lateral raises, tricep pushdowns, and then another tricep exercise that's a little different, like the overhead tricep extension I went with because it gets more of a deep stretch in the tricep. If you're more advanced, it would be great to do the isolations first. If you want more chest, maybe do flies first to make your chest tired before you even get under a bar. If you want to work more on triceps, do some tricep isolations before you do the tricep exercises. In doing that, when you're advanced, you usually can lift pretty heavy weight. Pre-exhausting will force you to have to use lighter weight, and it'll be even harder to perform at a high level. A guy with a great chest that I'd seen in the past used to start his workouts with like 100 push-ups, and it was like a breeze to him. And then he'd get under the barbell and he'd rep out 225 like he was at the NFL Combine. His work capacity was insane. Therefore, he could do a lot of reps and sets with this still moderately heavy weight. And all that volume led to a significant amount of growth that I saw in him. You can continue to push the compound movements as an advanced trainee and see a lot of results. There are a bunch of those guys doing it, but the stronger you get, the more abuse you're able to put your body through. And sometimes being able to abuse your body more just means your joints are going to hurt more. So as an advanced trainee, it's great to try and change up your exercises just to make it harder to get good at compound movements. As a beginner, it's great to focus on the compounds because there's so much improvement that you can make there alone. That is going to lead to a ton of muscle growth. I would classify myself as somewhere in the intermediate range. And with a lot of my beginner trainees, just getting good at a bench press, learning to do proper lateral raises and triceps, those 3 alone are going to do some great work to improve my clients' chest, shoulders, and triceps. I'm able to put that all in one workout and then also do back exercises on top of that with like a chin up, a row, and then some bicep curls. That's 7 exercises. I wouldn't put more than 7 exercises in a workout. It's really hard to get all the exercises done in one sweep within an hour. And with a lot of beginners, lots of frequent training, getting under the same weight, doing the exercise frequently is going to allow so much practice that you're going to see rapid improvements in your strength and in your technique. And that's going to lead to a lot of muscle growth. When you start to get to the intermediate level, the frequency is still a great tool to use, but you may find that you're getting so strong, your ability to just beat yourself up is quite significant, which is when you start to see guys going from an upper-lower split to a more traditional push-pull leg split. By splitting that upper body day into 2, you can add more volume to your chest and shoulders, and then you can add more volume to your back and biceps without making your workouts longer. And in doing that, you can get more muscle growth by increasing the volume there. And then also that third day forces you to wait a little longer before you can train that muscle group again. And like we said in the last video, rest is paramount in the process for growing muscle tissue and losing fat. You need a lot of rest. If you can't rest, you're certainly not going to get a lot of progress going. You'd see a lot of results online from other people that when they start to implement a little bit of rest, they start to see some more results coming back. So don't train yourself into the ground, and try a split that works for you, and try that workout structure. Compound movements, slowly working into isolations near the end of the workout to focus on weaknesses that you've picked up on your own physique that you want to improve. And then from there, we can start making more complex workout splits. And I would love to talk to you guys about making those complex splits to address weaknesses in a more direct fashion. And if you guys are interested, just let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys learned something.